I had to take a pill. Not always the easiest thing to do in the morning. Good morning, folks. Rob with you. Some more upsets. Texas loses. Texas was a team I think a lot of people had going far in the tournament. Abilene wins. Let's see. That was one of the later games of the night. And I think everything else went pretty much chalk except Ohio and Colorado. Well, Colorado and Georgetown were pretty much 8-9 up. It wasn't that much difference. So Colorado may have been a lower seed, a better seed, but Georgetown came in the tournament really, really warm. A warm team, not a hot team, but a warm team. Yeah, it looks like. I guess I will watch basketball today. Nothing interesting in golf this weekend. Really not. Really not. It's what do you call it? Open down in Florida. Not the BMW, but nobody plays in it. No big names play in it. They really don't. I can't even think. It's not the Houston Open. No, what was it called? Honda Classic. Honda Classic. Nobody plays in it anymore. Honda Classic. And the shame of it is Honda makes a good car. They just don't pay anything. Honda's purse is not a big purse. And that's what all I'm chasing is the money. If it was double points or something, but nah, not between and this is Jack's tournament. Last week was Arnold's tournament. So it's a shame. It's a shame. They just don't draw anybody. It doesn't get anybody. Who are some of the best golfers who are just a little too young to qualify as senior golfers? Well, Tiger would have been right there. Tiger was 45, turning 45. Right now, it's not a lot. It's not a lot on the shelf right now between 45 and 50. It's really not. Zach Johnson's getting there. He's going to be there eventually. He's on his way. Let's see who else. Paul Casey. But damn, Paul Casey's 42, I think, something like that. 43. He's playing some of the best golf of his career right now. He has no. I mean, why would you want him to bump up? Roy Sabatini, I think if he's not already playing on the senior tour, it's going to be soon. He's just about around 50, so it's it's not that many right now. They just got a good push of them when they got Mickelson, got Furyk, got a couple of other guys. Now, Rob is 54 years old very, very soon. Actually, 2 weeks from yesterday. Less than 2 weeks from now, I'm going to be 54 years old. And I went into a store the other day, and I decided I'm going to buy these. I don't know if you call them kicks. I don't know what the hell you call them. But I'm going to wear the damn things. I am going to wear them. They're Pumas. They're Pumas. I will not buy a damn Nike. I will not go that damn far. But they're Pumas. And they look like a nice walking shoe. They got that bright orange to them. And yeah, so I'm gonna put these on right now, in fact, and I'm gonna be wearing them today to all my missions that I'm going out doing today. Everything I go out and do, I'm going to be doing them in these today. So just got these last week. So see, LeBron is hurting out indefinitely. Yeah, we heard about that last night too. Yeah, stumped his toe on the way to the food bar. Oh me, stumped his toe on the way to the food bar. Yeah, let's see what else we got going on here. I got some stuff I got pop-ups coming up now. 2 words. Oh damn or oh darn. Well, yeah, this is the Shure giveaway that I haven't worn them yet. Come out the left one. The right one you can try on anytime you want to. All right, so got those. Overpaid for the damn things. Wife didn't have anything bad to say about me overpaying for them, but she knows this is not Rob doing this shit. This is an old man that feels like he's been deprived all his life of something, so he has to have a damn shoe. Yeah, so I threw the 10.5 on and wear them today. Oh me. So well, now let's get on to business at hand. We've got a few people I'm sure that's going to be up for trash dump in a week. I've already seen Tribe fans got Deshaun Watson's name up there. I would think anybody that lives in Houston area would like to throw his name up there and keep it up there. He's a real piece of work. Now, like we say, he is not guilty or innocent until proven guilty. Let's always put that up on it as our disclaimer on this channel. But didn't Johnny Appleseed chop a tree down one time, right? And how did they know Johnny Appleseed chopped a tree down? The tree was on the damn ground. So, all I can say is this. I just went to the store and got some more RC Cola. I finished off the last one on your top-rated YouTube channel. Man, I'll tell you what, YouTube. I love drinking RC. RC is awesome. I think Johnny Appleseed chopped down the tree. I think George Washington. Or was Johnny Appleseed the guy that planted the tree? Yeah. Johnny Appleseed's the guy that planted the tree. He would have chopped it down too, would he? Yeah. We're getting our Johnny Appleseed stories all mixed up there. George Washington, he knocked down a cherry tree, while Johnny Appleseed knocked down the apple tree. I think they both did at the same day. I think Johnny Appleseed planned it for his mom, and George Washington planned it for his dad. And he was hoping they were going to meet. Miss Appleseed was going to become Miss Washington. That didn't happen. And so that's what's happened. I think that's what happened. George Washington planted the tree when he was little, the cherry tree. Johnny Appleseed planted one when he was little, and he was hoping his mama and his dad would get together when George's wife left him. What was her name? Martha Washington. Yeah, I think she ended up going with one of the kings over in England. Martha Washington. I forgot what king. It was a king or a prince she took off with, and George Washington was left holding the bag, and he was like, I need a wife now. Goldie pants and 5 pants. So it was no doubt after the trees got cut down, right? After the trees got chopped down, they were down on the ground. And George Washington's daddy didn't have to look at him and say, "Did you chop his tree down?" The chainsaw showed it. You could see where the chainsaw went through. And then they went to Johnny Appleseed's house, and Johnny's daddy, Big John, looked at him and said, "Did you chop his tree down?" I said, "No." But you can see where the chainsaw went through. Which tree caught? Neither one of them caught fire because they were so green. They were in good shape. But I think it would later donate as firewood up in the Northern Virginia area, right there close to Mount Vernon. George Washington had some friends that needed some wood, and he was told that, and I think he and Johnny Appleseed got together, cut the trees up, and then donated them, and that's what made Johnny Appleseed famous. It wasn't the apples. It was that he told a lot of people that, "Look, you see this nice tree I'm just cutting up for you? I planted that. It was an apple tree, and it's going to burn good, but it makes butter apples." And they asked him, "Why didn't he leave it up?" He said he made up a story. I think he even said that his daddy told him to cut it down, but I don't know about that. Six midgets, 5 midgets, snow yellow. Snow yellow. Yeah, that's another day there. Well, his name's Snow Brown, right? That's a Don Heston story for you there. All right. Don Heston always is ready to give anytime we talk about skid marks. They will pin their names on a cold winter's day. When Snow White said, "What's that you got in your hand?" And one of the midgets said, "What do you like to know?" Frozen weenies. All right. So our first contestant up for Trash Dump of the Week is Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson. Do we have anything new on Deshaun this morning? Factual. We go to our fact checker, Rob. And let's see. Deshaun Watson.
Here are some matching news articles.
Lawyer representing women plan to submit evidence affidavits in Deshaun Watson case. That was only 12 hours ago. Lawyer will request a grand jury to consider criminal charges against Deshaun Watson. While Deshaun Watson facing allegations should rescind his trade request and remain in. Yeah, he don't need to be worried about football right now. Wow. How about the Eagles now? Now is the Eagles GM willing to trade everything for Texans Deshaun Watson? Only the Eagles. Only the Eagles. They wait till the guy gets in the worst trouble of his life. Now we want him. What fools, man. I'm sorry. Look, Eagles front office, I like you. I really like you. You've done a lot for me over the last 6 months. But why do you go chasing after somebody that's probably a prospective felon? Why are you even thinking about giving up? I mean, why would you even think about giving up a drink machine for him? You think about trading for him? Oh my God. Yeah, well, Watson won't be distracted now, huh? Yeah, he's Deshaun Watson's accusers submit materials to police. Some of these was in massage parlors, and they're saying that some of the clothing. So Houston Rockets get an honorable mention for losing 19 in a row The Flyers get an honorable mention for allowing 7 goals in a period. What's up, the hobbyists? What's going on? Yeah. The only thing, the women's attorney, Tony Busby, he looks like a slime ball. That's the only thing. But how many lawyers don't look like slime balls? So, yeah, as of 1 day ago, it said at least 12 women are suing Deshaun Watson. And the last thing, where was the last one I heard? Let's see. The last one I heard of last night, they were adding 14 to 16 more. So those 12 was going to become 26 or 28. No, like I say, and I stress it on my channel, he's innocent until proven guilty. He's innocent until proven guilty. But when you see 26 allegations against somebody, 26, let's just say 12. Let's just say 12, all right? From 4 different states. None of these women have talked to each other, and they've talked to the DAs, they've talked to their lawyer, and they've went into the police stations giving their stories. And when one of the lawyers comes out and says, look, 5 to 7 of these women come out with stories almost the same. I mean, it's not even that much difference. Bill Cosby, I think, had about 38 women, and he's in jail. He's in jail. So, for Deshaun Watson to have this many against him and not all of them be friends, being like gathering up at a women's club and saying, he made $40 million last year. And it's only 12 of us, or it's only 6 of us. That would look pretty sweet. It wasn't like it. It wasn't like it because these women were in different areas. And he must have been picking one from each place to have to assault. And that's what was happening. And so he's got a barrel of trouble, Rusty Hardin. Let's say he's found not guilty by a jury. By the time he finishes paying lawyers, right, and probably is going to have to get reinstated by the league because how many of them, when they beat up their wives, beat up girlfriends, beat up kids, they most of them have to get reinstated by the league. This kid right here is probably in such serious trouble. He's probably going to have what's the guy out in California, that damn idiot Kaepernick or whatever. He's probably going to be considered Kaepernick disease. A couple of teams would like to have you, but to touch him, you would turn into a rat or something. That's probably what the teams are going to be worried about. That if we take him on and give him a salary and all, it's going to be a damn rat race, and nobody wants to be around that. So Deshaun Watson, for everything he's went through this week, he is up for trash dump of the week. Now the Houston Rockets have lost 19 in a row. Okay. All right. In the process, all right, they got rid of James Harden. Okay. Let me tell you right now, James Harden played hard ball with him. He was being a hard ass. Did you say they are criminal charges now? Criminal. He is facing criminal charges. Yes. They go up before grand jury with criminal charges with Deshaun Watson. He's not the civil suits will come afterwards. the civil suits individually will come afterwards, and then he's going to have a lawyer in every state. Found guilty or not guilty, he's going to have civil suits against him. The Houston Rockets, I'm going to defend them a little bit. They had James Harden, okay? James Harden is, let's first say where he's been. He messed around with one of those damn Kardashians, okay? So he could get on that show, I guess. I don't know. So he ran around with one of them damn Kardashians for 6 months or a year when he first came to the NBA. Then after that, you know, he started playing ball. He was a hell of a ball player, no doubt about that. But he started getting to the point where he wanted the ball every time, and he wants to shoot the ball every time down the floor. And he got together with Westbrook. And Westbrook wants to shoot the ball every time down the floor. I've always told you about Westbrook. He is a walking trash dump. Okay, Westbrook is a trash dump of his own sort. Just the way he acts. He looks down on everybody. He's just a piece of shit. Okay, he's a piece of shit that hasn't reached the trash dump yet. But that's Westbrook for you. But those two was in a pissing match, and then once you get that going on, then you just and then Chris Paul has been down there. They've had so many people down there. The Rockets simply want to have a decent team, and everybody that comes down there is wanting to, I want out. I want out. I don't want to stay here. Houston's not a bad place to live. And Deshaun Watson has made it like it's going to be the grade A #1 place in the world to stay the hell away from Houston. It's not. It's not. If you like Mexican food, warm weather, it's not a bad place to go. It's really not. They have great Mexican food down there. And Texas is not the worst place to go in the world. It's really not. It's a lot of nice folks down there. I live there. But come on, now they're going to have to turn their season. They can't turn this season around. Obviously, Houston can't. But they've got to make some choices as to who they're going to end up bringing down there to try to steady the ship. They don't need a point guard that's going to be dishing the ball. They need somebody that's going to come down there and shoot the ball 40 times a game and can hit some of the shots. Paul George or somebody like it would be great for him, but he's with who's he with the Clippers now? He's with I can't keep up with which each team they go to. But the Rockets, in their defense, they just simply had players on their team that were ball hawks and did not want to share the ball. And most time you don't have 2 and 3 of them, but they had 2 and 3 of them. And before it was over, it's been a big argument, big fight, and they'd say, the hell with it. Get the hell away. So that, rather than keep an argument and fight going on, they did that. Number 3, you got the Philadelphia Flyers for giving 7 goals out one period. The only thing I can figure about that is if they had lost. I didn't see what it was. Had they lost their best pair of defensemen, or were there a lot of fights in there where there was a lot of 10-minute misconduct penalties? I don't know. If you lose 4 or 5 of your best players for the majority of a period, it could be the downfall of a team right there. And obviously they lost 7 goals right there. And that's probably a one-time thing. So you just, I guess you just take that with and just walk with it. It's only 2 points you lost. So there's no doubt the Flyers, they're not proud of giving up 7 goals in a game or 7 goals in a period. But the good thing about it is it doesn't destroy a season. They're not playing the best hockey in the world, but still, even if you give up 14 goals in the game, that's 2 points. It's not a deal breaker. It's not okay, we lose, bye, see you later. So the Rockets situation, and their season's pretty much gone. Deshaun Watson's situation is his life could be at stake here. He's facing criminal charges. Do we have anybody else that we want to put up on a stake this week and at least put their foot to the fire? What's up, Alex? Let's never forget about LeBron James. LeBron James always deserves to at least have some honorable mention up there. He's got a high ankle sprain right now. Okay, the high ankle sprain is always that's one of those rough injuries that and that's truthful. I mean, I'm being truthful about that, but it's also rumored out in LA that he is still practicing with the team. Okay. So he's you can take it with a grain of salt whether he has actually got a high ankle sprain or is this okay, LeBron, we're giving you your 3-week vacation now, okay? All we want is we don't want to see you out here running on a playground because if we do that, you'll get in trouble. You got to get back here for each game, but if you go to Vegas, don't go running, dancing, showing off or anything like that. This is your 3-week vacation, and this is what we agreed to when you came to LA. And that's what I figure it is. I don't know. I just figure it's a sham, but I don't know that. Okay, I don't know that. I cannot prove it. But how many of them in the NBA now don't say, well, this is a rest break for me. This is a rest break. So, yeah, Texas loses last night. How about Ohio? I was donning the Ohio hat last night when they won as well. All right. Voting starts now. You put a number 1 up if it's Deshaun Watson. You put a 2 up if it's the Houston Rockets. You put a 3 up if it's the Philadelphia Flyers. Trash dump of the week. The voting begins. Voting has begun. 1 is Deshaun Watson. A 2 is Houston Rockets. 3 is the Philadelphia Flyers for losing 7 in a row. We got 2 votes already up. We got 3 votes already up. How many folks in here? 5 folks in here. We get 1 more vote. It's probably going to end up doing it. Deshaun Watson is number 1 if you want to vote Deshaun Watson. Number 2, Houston Rockets. Number 3, the Philadelphia Flyers. Is Alex still around? Is Dufan still around? I haven't put my vote in yet, but I want at least a couple more people, at least 1 more person to vote. Trash dump of the week. Number 1 is, if you put a 1 on the screen, Deshaun Watson. Number 2, Houston Rockets for dropping 19 in a row and just being an all-around piece of trash. And Philadelphia Flyers, the second period the other night, they gave up 7 goals and pretty much gave it up. Just pretty much was sitting around talking. Did everything but drink a beer, I guess, at the hockey game. So do we have any more votes? Let's have 1 more to make it official. Okay. Any more votes? let's see. Oh, and the old man is sporting some treads. Check it out. Alex put one up there. Don needs to find a way to work the words trash dump into his show at least one. Oh, yeah. A Friday evening. That's what Don needs to have trash dump of the week. Obviously, he can't call it that. He can call it garbage dump of the week, trash dump of the week. Would be an infringement on Rob's channel. But garbage pail kid or the garbage pail man of the month of the week or whatever, that would be excellent. We would listen to that, you know. We would listen to that. There's no doubt about it.
Oh, garbage dump. Oh, garbage dump. Why you call a garbage dump? Oh, garbage dump. Oh, garbage dump. Why you call a garbage dump? You could feed the world with my garbage dump. You could feed the world with my garbage dump. You could feed the world with my garbage dump. That sums it up in one big lump.
It's a good part.
When you're living on the road and you think sometimes you're starving, get on off that trip, my friend. Just get them cans and start carving. Oh, garbage dump, my garbage dump. Why are you called my garbage dump? Garbage dump, my garbage dump. Why are you called my garbage dump? There's a market basket at AMP. I don't care if the box boys are staring at me. I don't even care who wins the war. I'll be them cans by my favorite store. Garbage dump, oh, garbage dump. Why are you called garbage dump? Garbage dump, oh, garbage dump. That sums it up in one big lump.
We'll play the extended version very soon. Once he goes to jail, we'll play the extended version of garbage dump. But trash dump situation, Keith. It can be done, says Don Huston. Don's he's going to have to advertise my channel on here. The only problem is we'd get kids on here. That would not be good. We get some kids on here, but it has to be a controlled situation if we're going to have kids on here. Trash dump is not the time to have children on. It's really not. So what's going on today? 12 o'clock games. Somebody clue me in. Clue Rob in. Baylor, Wisconsin, I guess they'll be playing today. Villanova, North Texas, they'll be playing. Texas Tech and Arkansas, Florida, and Oral Roberts. We just needed Oral Roberts and Colgate next week. Oral Roberts toothbrush along with the Colgate toothpaste. And let's see, Oklahoma State. You got probably one of the most leading scorers in the nation. Let's see, I don't think Iowa actually plays. Maybe they may have played last night. I believe they played last night, so they play tomorrow. So how many folks think that the ratings are going to tank on Monday? How many people are thinking this was a bad deal. Loyola Chicago against Illinois is going to lead off the games today. Okay, cool. I talked to Tribe Fan. I had Tribe Fan and Keith on his program yesterday, and Tribe Fan, did you say you think that tomorrow's games will tank as far as just overall, just Ref kind of screwed Texas last night? Oh, really? Really? And you would think they probably would have got their the calls against Abilene Christian. I kind of feel both ways about it tomorrow. Obviously today, thankfully only 2 games before 5 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Okay, so it's a lot of late stuff tomorrow. And they don't play Tuesday, Wednesday this week coming up. There's a channel called Walking Commuter where a guy strolls around New York City. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, Keith. I watch him. Yeah, he walks through the snow and all. He's a Russian guy. Is that who you're talking about? He's a Russian guy. And he'll walk out there next to where the highway is. He'll walk out there next to where the rivers are. He'll walk through the parks and stuff like that.
High fives.
And then he'll walk down the streets, and you can follow him. You can kind of follow him on like a GPS. Yeah, I've watched him before. Yeah. Yeah, he's got a famous channel. The only thing, man, if I walk down Hurt Road,
You can see nothing.
you're going to see a house here and a house here and a house here. And he said Russian is his first line. Yeah, right, exactly. I'm telling you, man, you wouldn't see anything that you don't see anywhere. I mean, it's nothing here. It's a few houses, a few homes here. And my wife will tell you about the road, not our street so much, but my street my mom and dad live on. It is relaxing to listen. Yeah. Maybe I should do it at one of the parks and stuff like that. I still want to go play golf. Okay. And have somebody hold my cam for me and just play every shot. And, even if it's 9 holes and be able to get that online.
Oh, I guess that means I have to do that.
If you'd like to, if you don't want to, I can get somebody else to do it. You know who I can get. But if you want to, you can do it.
We'll see.
All right. She likes to drive a cart. But, yeah, I would like to do that and see if on 9 holes I can keep it in the low 40s. Hope to. Low to mid 40s at the most. But would like to stay in the low 40s if possible. And that's the thing. That's always a test. Anytime you play 9 holes, it's a lot harder. 18 holes gives you that, you can have one bad hole. Not too bad. You can't have one bad hole very often in 9 holes. It's pretty tough. Afternoon ratings will tank. Who knows about the rest of the day? Monday, just a bunch of meh. Okay, this is gonna be the time I'm gonna kind of go against you, Tribe Fan. We've got so many people working at home now. Okay, so many people working at home that, for basketball tomorrow. Yeah, they're gonna play tomorrow. They didn't play Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They played Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I think they're going to be better than you think. That's just my opinion. That's what I think. So many people that are still working at home through the coronavirus, and we'll see. We'll see. I think they're going to be better than most people think they are. Now, if they really tank out, why would they even do it next weekend? Why wouldn't you just throw it to a Thursday to Sunday? But that's the way they're doing it. We'll see. But yeah, we was on last night, and I had my Ohio hat on, and the Bobcat was here, and Bobcats played well. Now, who have they got? Who have they got coming up? Ohio Bobcats have Creighton. And Creighton just barely beat Santa Barbara by 2 points. So I like Ohio's chances here. I do. I like Ohio's chances. Now, they could have Gonzaga coming up after that, but I like their chances against Creighton. Creighton, Big East champion, Big East tournament champion. Not regular season. I mean, no. They were regular season champions. Creighton was, and tournament champions was Georgetown. That's right. But they were the regular season Big East champion. I think Creighton was. I think that's what happened. And we'll see. I think Ohio has a shot against them. I think they got a better chance. If you'd have asked me 2 days ago, who would they have a better chance against, Virginia or Creighton? I'd have said Creighton. And they put the pressure on Virginia yesterday. So if they can do that against Creighton, they got a great chance. So we'll see what happens. Don't forget, today is the final day. If you want these, to get these, 2019 European Premier League Soccer Blast. They go with Soccer Blast. They're each individually packed and teams are.
Trash dump of the week.
Trash dump of the week is Deshaun Watson.
Very good.
Deshaun Watson became our trash dump of the week. He was actually he was a unanimous trash dump.
Okay.
So he goes in head first. We hold him by his toes and dip him in head first a couple of times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's what happens.
How come the Flyers were up for trash dump of the week?
They gave up 7 goals in the second period the other night. One period, they gave up 7, and they were sitting on the bench laughing about it. They didn't really care. So that's just kind of being trash dumps for not caring when you're getting paid millions of dollars.
And how about who was it? The Houston Rockets?
Yeah, Houston Rockets have just simply dropped 19 games in a row.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So.
Okay, I was just curious.
Yep. Hey, I like it. Our entertainment value spreads, folks. We are like peanut butter. Our entertainment value spreads a lot further than we think it does. It's not just right here on this screen. It goes just a little ways further off the screen, just like this way. It goes just a little ways off the screen.
How can I not? Because then I hear the trash dump of the week song.
And you have to sing with
and now it's in my damn head.
And that's the thing, folks. If that trash dump song is in your head,
you're in trouble.
Thank Rob for it. Thank Rob for it, because I'm telling you, no other channel on YouTube even comes up with a trash dump of the week. We call them out.
How do you know?
It should be trademarked by now. Does anybody else know? But
I don't know what another channel's doing. They may have trash dump of the week.
Nobody else has trash dump of the week. Are you kidding me? They may have piece of shit of the week or something like that, but that's totally different. Trash dump of the week is at least, and we've given Don Heston the go ahead to have garbage dump of the week. Now, pretty soon we'll have to pay royalties for using the trash dump song. Oh, no. What we're going to do, we're going to get trademarked. We're going to get a trademark for our channel. And look, we know where Charlie is now. Charlie's gone. But if you infringe on trash dump of the week, paying us. That's what we'll go get Rusty Hardin. Hell yeah, we'll go get Rusty Hardin. We'll get him as our attorney. EPL set, Premier League, Manchester City, Manchester United, Liverpool, Tottenham. Got those teams in there. $26 is the bid right now. You get in touch with me. Don't send it through PayPal. Get in touch with me. At the end of the day, I'll let whoever won it know you can send the money into PayPal. Then the money is going over to Harris Jessup. Tomorrow. Now I didn't get a message, but I did get it was something that was actually put up on one of the videos by Harris Jessup. And I wanted to read it. He took the time out to put it up last night, I guess after basketball. So he has to pick his times and places to be able to do stuff. This is his 17th day. Man, I'm telling you, he is working toward a month doing this with his mom. And when you hear this will be a clear explanation as to what the hell's going on with Harris. Because he couldn't have wrote this any better. Let's see. Touching on what Rob mentioned about me with my mother, as Rob said, it's been over 16 days now, nonstop for myself and my sister around the clock. I went through the same thing with a little over 4 years ago with my father. Trust me, even after going through this once prior, it sure don't make it any easier this time with my mother. The sad thing is right now, trying to help her and even talk to her is like dealing with a 2-year-old. On Dave Little's comment, we do have an aide or caregiver that comes out now for 1 hour a day, 5 days a week. A nurse is now coming out one time a week to do a quick check on her, but no real help from them. She's not eating at this point, but is still getting fluids in, not very much at this time, but she is still getting the fluids in. It's important that we do try to force them into her because a nurse did come out today and gave her an injection to try to help with the swelling, which is a version of a fluid pill. Do want to personally thank everyone for the prayers and thoughts that have been sent. A special huge thank you to Rob, who keeps checking in on myself and my family. Like I told Rob prior, you guys don't know how much it really means to know I have the support of all those who visit this channel and have never met a single person from this social world. Thank you all once again. And that was from Harris. So he's been through this one other time with his father. And he's going through it a second time now. So, I mean, I've never went through it. And I don't even attest to, I don't know if I could or not. But like he says, he has a nurse now coming out once a week. 13 years ago today, Stephen Curry led Davidson to the first round upset over the Zags. 40 points. Yeah. Davidson, they made some hay that year with him. That's right. But Harris has went through a lot, and I want everybody to know that we're not forgetting about him, and we're not forgetting about Keith White either. Keith's going through a whole lot. He lost his friend Thursday night. He passed away sometime between Thursday night and Friday. We don't know exactly. Sometime Friday probably. Oregon basically got an easy advance. That was bull. Yeah, the VCU situation. Yeah, with the COVID, but they made it clear. Alan Shaw so far $26. He has got the bid up for the EPL set. How did it go yesterday with Sheffield Wednesday? I did not keep up with it. So we're going to find out the happenings your way first. Sheffield Wednesday, did they blow it? Or they come out and play and got their 3 points? They needed 3 points. or they're gonna get we won. Oh, so the 3 points came your way. That's very good. You needed that. You got to get some more now this week. Playing top teams, even it doesn't matter. You got to win. You can't afford ties. Even you got to win. You may not get relegated. You may be there next year to where you can pick up a player or two and move up to the Premier League. Who knows? Sheffield Wednesday could be a Premier League team in the next 2 or 3 years. Kenny Galladay signed with Giants. Yes, indeed, he did. 2 weeks break for internationals now. Oh, okay, gotcha. Our trash dump of the week is Deshaun Watson. 12 women so far have put lawsuits out, and it's expected to double or more by midweek. And it's saying 26 to 28 may be the number. We don't know exact. But these are women from different states. What date is the NFL draft? I don't have the date in front of me right now. It's generally on a Thursday. I think the 1st, 8th, 15th, maybe the 22nd of April. I'm just giving a guess. April 22nd, maybe the 29th. So I don't know. Oh, it's April 29th. Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. I knew it was generally on a Thursday, and I knew April Fool's Day is on a Thursday. Just loaded up period 3 of Pittsburgh at Detroit, 2007-2008 Stanley Cup Finals, game 1. So that's cool. Not too much longer before MLB starts. That's correct. It starts on the 31st. Generally the day before this actual season starts, they will have the Reds playing somebody. So we gave our predictions as to who we think will be the first home run hit this year. Reds are playing the Cardinals, so I said Goldschmidt, and I've had a lot of people say they think it'll be or Arenado, could be Matt Carpenter. Rob, how would you manage the Rockies this year with guys like Trevor Story maybe wanting to leave? Man, the manager at Colorado this year has to go in there with the lightest attitude of all. Like he's got a triple, just like Pittsburgh. You cannot leave. You can't go in there with your feelings on your vest. You can't do it. You've just got to go in there and accept. Look, we're not a good team, and don't be expected just because you are a manager to try to make a team win 100 games. It's not going to happen. Bud Black retired. I think Bud Black retired. I think he did. Current Colorado Rockies manager. Colorado Rockies manager.
Who do you want to?
Colorado Rockies manager.
The Colorado Rockies manager is Bud Black.
It is still. I thought he retired. I thought somebody said he retired. So they still got some names. They got David Dahl, they got John Gray, they got Blackman, they got Story. I mean, offensively, they're not going to be the worst team in the world. They just don't have a lot of pitching, and they don't have as much offense as they have had. Ronaldo with a jersey to celebrate his 770th goal. Did Dahl leave? They actually still had him listed up there with them. So he's with Texas. Okay. Yeah. He was one of those late signings, I think, though. So I think I'm going to take off. Baseball starts up in what? Not quite 2 weeks. A little less than 2 weeks. Basketball today. Do we see an upset, anybody? Do we see an upset? Illinois, Loyola. You got to like Illinois in that game. Can Oregon State beat Oklahoma? I don't think so. Oklahoma State, I mean. Can Oregon State beat Oklahoma State? I don't think it happens. Syracuse, West Virginia should be a grinded game. It really should. Four-man crew, Pac-Man Jones, Yasiel Puig, Draymond Green, and Pat McAfee. Yeah, Pat McAfee, he's getting pushed away from ESPN. I don't like him anyway. West Virginia has more athletes than Syracuse, and Syracuse didn't have that great a year. Nobody in the ACC had the greatest year. But I like West Virginia in that game, I think. Syracuse is going to give them a hard time, but I like West Virginia. And Rutgers against Houston, man, I've got to like Houston in that game. I've got Houston going to the finals. I think Houston's going to be that tough. And Florida, Oral Roberts, the toothbrush company ends it today. Old Big East game, Houston, West Virginia. Yeah. Oral Roberts in Florida. You gotta like Florida in that game. Arkansas, Texas Tech. That could go either way. That's a real good game. Villanova, North Texas. You gotta like Villanova there. They've got enough know-how. Baylor, Wisconsin. I'm telling you, don't lay all your eggs on Baylor in that game. I tell you what, Wisconsin could beat them. Wisconsin can beat them, and they've been through the ringer this year with Iowa, with Ohio State, Oklahoma State, not Oklahoma State. I said Oklahoma State. Tomorrow's Oklahoma, I guess. Oklahoma playing Gonzaga. Oh yeah, that's right. They're playing Gonzaga today. 14.5-point underdog. I would take Oklahoma at 14.5 points if somebody give it to me. Yeah, Jim Boeheim's son is a good player. Yeah, he's a very good player. He can shoot. Wisconsin has been through the ringer with all these teams, though. Indiana is not the best. That is a huge spread. Illinois, West Virginia, Ohio State, Michigan, Michigan State. Wisconsin's played the toughest teams all year long. They're going to give Baylor all they can handle. You wait and see. I think they will. They may beat them. I'm not going to say they will, but I think they got one heck of a chance to. We'll see what happens. But Oklahoma being 14.5-point dogs, I don't see it. No. I know Gonzaga's good, but they don't have it. They don't have some of the athletes that Oklahoma has. Oklahoma has athletes, just like Miami, University of Miami always gets athletes. Florida State always gets athletes. That somebody can jump a foot higher than you. You can't do a lot about it. Or somebody can outrun you. You can't do a lot about that. Gonzaga, they get a lot of kids. They get a lot of kids from Northern California. They get some Texas guys coming up that way too, but they get a lot. They get all of the Washington, almost the entire state of Washington now. Washington State, UW. Neither one of them. They just do not. They just don't do it no more. People go to Gonzaga. Basketball, football is a University of Washington thing up there, or Oregon. They go to Oregon, but Oregon and Oregon State, Gonzaga picks them from them. They really do. Idaho. I don't even know if they have a kid from Idaho or Montana, but that whole area, that Big Sky area, Gonzaga takes them all. Duke got the top Washington recruit in Paolo Monchero, from Seattle. But Gonzaga, they keep a good shelf of life, and they're pickier now. Mark Few is pickier with who he brings in there. He doesn't take guys now that have shady records or anything like that. You don't hear about that. You don't hear about that. So Pac-12 is 5-0 in the tournament so far. That's pretty good. Well, you can't get no better than that. So I still say they don't make a Final Four. We'll see. Somebody beats them. I think so anyway. I just think somebody's coming up and going to beat them. I really believe that. We'll see what happens. I think it happens though. Gonzaga loses to someone. My pick is still Iowa. I've got Iowa. They're still on the board, so we'll see what happens. All right, guys. We'll talk to you soon. $26 is the bid right now for the EPL set, and that is Alex Shaw's bid. All you got to do is email me, text me, whatever. Say you'd like to have it for 27. That'll be your situation if you want to. If you'd like to give some money toward I got 50 things on toward Harris Jessup. Like I say, he's been out of work for 2 weeks. He's constantly been watching his mom. You can PayPal me right there at that email address. So you can send some money PayPal. Do it as a gift. It won't get taxed. And we'll see to it that the money goes to Harris early this week, Monday or Tuesday. I'm going to get in touch with him, and I'm going to get all his information. And Deshaun Watson's trophy. Who is that? What is that? A urine cup? I don't know what that, it's a cup. Oh, is that a trash can? Yeah. Trash can. Need to have something flying into it. That's so funny. Yeah, he's toast now. It looks like but hey, I'm sure there's a good chance he'll get repeat performance next week. We've got 12 women so far that's got the heat on his neck. It could be twice out of 3 times that amount by next week. So who knows? 25, 26-year-old kid, who knows what the hell he's got into. So he'll pay for it. He'll pay for it in huge, huge amounts. So, till I see you again, my name's Rob. Thanks so much for checking out my channel. God bless, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.